As somebody that mentors over 850 day traders, I get to see firsthand all of the hurdles that developing day traders face on a daily basis inside the market. And one of the biggest issues that traders run into is knowing when and how to re-enter losing trades. I'm going to tell you why this is important. When you lose a trade, if you're not in control of your emotions, it can lead to a potential crash out, leading to a lot of blown capital. So if you want to learn how to preserve your capital and trade in an efficient way, even when you lose trades, this is the video for you. For so many years, I would lose trades and not really know why I was losing trades. So it was hard for me to improve on my strategy, on my execution in the market, and my overall psychology. So once I started learning ICT concepts, I was able to have narrative on why the market is actually going where it's going. And that just helped me in so many ways. So if you're an ICT trader and you know about his concepts, then this video specifically will help you to avoid blowing your account even after you lose a trade. Now, there is a lot of different ways that you can re-enter your trades. I'm specifically talking to the day traders, specifically traders who use a higher time frame to frame their narrative and then they enter on a lower time frame. Because let's be honest, knowing where the market is probably going on a higher time frame is not that hard. But the hardest part of trading, especially if you're a scalper or a day trader, is getting your timing right on the entries. Because even if you know where the market's going, if you can't execute, that can end up putting a dent in your P&L. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you real chart examples on my exact strategy that I use to re-enter my losing trades. And then I'm also going to give you guys a live trading video of me using this strategy, the re-entry model, in real time. So if you guys do find some type of value, or if you just enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe so the algorithm can send this to other traders that need to see it. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now I want to talk about re-entries real quick. And also, if you look at last week's class, it's more this conversation around quadrants on that too. All right, so let me go to, let me just go in here real quick. All right, so I asked a question in the group. I said, how do y'all re-enter trades? I got all kind of answers. If you trade in the champagne model, this need to be one universal answer. The way to get back in is an IFEG with SMT, but it got to be in the same key level still, right? So let me give you an example. I don't know if this has SMT. I'm gonna just assume it does, but I want to just give you the visual on it, right? Let's say we in a 15-minute, this is a 1 minute chart. So let's say we just in a 15-minute fair value gap. Let's just say this is a 15-minute fair value gap, quarter block, whatever, right? Let's say we try to enter right here. And we try to go for the highs, right? What day is this actually? Friday? Okay, let's say we try to go there. We try to go for the highs, but it failed. Obviously, a lot of y'all have seen this before where you have to take a break even, right? Or a loss. But let's say that same key level is still holding price. So you like, these motherfuckers, they not even going down for real. They just tricked me. They just took me out of my position to keep going. We fucking hate that feeling, don't we? I know we do. So this is how I re-enter. I'm looking, this is my first thought. I'm gonna walk y'all through it, right? If this happens to me, my first thought is this move real? Are we reversing? So are we reversing to the point I should switch my bias, or is this fucking cap? Did I just go early and it wasn't ready yet? Because that happens. Sometimes you will get in at macro and it might not be ready until the next macro. It might be still in that bitch cooking. So sometimes that's gonna happen. No matter how hungry you are, the meal might not be ready yet. So boom, that happens. I'm like, should I reverse my bias? Like, did the key level, the higher time frame key level, in this case a 15-minute, did it get disrespected for real, or is it still holding, right? This is still holding, right? It almost looked like it was gonna get disrespected, but then if you were to put, look, this is where it can get nasty at. If you were to do something like this, it'll stop at a quadrant, right? Something like that. So I'm like, okay, it's still holding. Or you can, another option you can do too. Damn, I'm fucking here. Another option you can do too is like if you did this and then you see price come back to like an OTE or something like that, right? Either way it go, you figure out if the key level that you try to enter off of the higher time frame key level is still holding. The intraday one, I would say, like if you're doing 4 hour, 15 minute, 1 minute, the 4 hour level probably still gonna be holding even if you lose a 1 minute trade. So I would probably look at the 15 minute, see is that key level still holding, because if that key level is still holding, that's lining up with the intraday. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the first IFVG I can find here, and I'm waiting. I'm not just going here because I see some type of bullish PD array. No, sir, because that will put your ass in a blender. I'm looking for the first IFVG I can find. It's right here. See that? First IFVG I can find. Boom. I don't give a fuck where it's at. It can be down in here. It can be anywhere. I'm looking for that first one that's closest to where it could be possibly reversing. So I wouldn't go down here again. I would have to wait. And then this the icing on the cake. I'm looking for an SMT somewhere in here. It can be here on the 1 minute, right? You could do it on 15 minute too, but I mean, if it's on, you'll probably see it on the 1 minute before the 15. So it could be here, right? It could be there. I'm gonna go look at ES at the same time and see if we had it, but I'm just, see with SMT, the thing is, you kind of want to already know where you expect it to happen. Like I already know where because I know where the manipulation is most likely gonna be at. It's in a key level. So I expect to see SMT in places like this, maybe in here, maybe even here. Right? Boom. It could be anywhere. It could be this. As long as it's somewhere and I got that IFEG, I'm there with it. Boom. Right there with it. And then I'll probably put my stop up under all this, whatever, for the safety first. If you're feeling risky and frisky, you can go up here, but don't do that. Just safety first. Solid little stop loss, 26 points, especially if I know they saving this for later. ICT told y'all, when we got the high and then we got the other high to the left of it higher, if this high was higher than this high, then it's not likely this going to go back there. Like, for instance, like right here, then it's not, if this was just it, like if all these highs was, if this was the highest high, it's not likely it's going to go there. But because we got low resistance liquidity, low resistance liquidity, low resistance liquidity, like trend line, it's most likely to go there. But like, boom, very simple. When you see that, that goes from a small loss here for 14 points. Because y'all be trying to figure out, like, look, a small loss here for 14 points, that's on a loss. If you took a break even better. If you partialed at this order block or this volume imbalance and took a break even better. And then when price come back to that same key level you entered off of, if you got SMT anywhere and you got an IFEG and you still got low resistance liquidity, relatively smooth edges looking to be made jagged, get your, especially if it's at a macro or still near there, get your ass back in the trade and live with the results. Like the reason that people get into a blender is because they hop back in off of emotion and not logic. This is pure logic. Like I'm not just hopping back in because the low resistance liquidity up there and I feel like we still going higher. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck what I feel like. It gotta be SMT with an IFEG. How many of my trades have y'all seen look just like this? Like, let's just go to my example of the trade I actually took this week that I had to do that on. And the thing is, like, once you get good at the re-entry with the SMT and IFEG, you don't really mind taking break evens like that. So here, can y'all still see my screen? I hope so. So here, right? This is the first loss I took. And then here, there was no SMT in here, right? So I got a good partial, but it ultimately didn't go for the target. It failed, right? So I had to get out and break even after taking partial. And then look what we got. We finally got the SMT. I'm looking for SMT all in here. It ain't there. But we finally got the SMT there. And sometimes I will re-enter without the SMT, but you see the results of that. I'm just trying to tell you the highest probability. Sometimes I won't see the SMT. Like sometimes I don't have enough time to look, and I'll just hope it's there. But then this happened. But when I know it's there for sure, look at the IFEG. Look right in here. Look at my entry. My entry was not. I need y'all to see this, bro. My entry was not on this candle as soon as it closed outside. Like, well, I waited on the close outside. Some people they try to go early and catch the momentum going through the IFEG and hope it's an IFEG and not a city, right? I didn't do that. No, I need your ass to close outside of that IFEG because I need to know it's a real IFEG. I don't need you to wake up and then do this. See that? That's a loss right there. You try to long this candle off the momentum going through that. I wish I could zoom in even more. Okay. You try to long this candle going through, that becomes a loss. Hits your stop loss underneath the swing. But if you wait for that bitch to close and you got the SMT, bro, look at this. Entry right there. Perfect. On a retest of the IFEG. Perfect. And then look where it go. Boom. Runs that high. I'm out there. And then it pulled back. Right there. Right? So I exit. But then guess what happened again? I ain't even got this mark, but it's there. Look. IFEG. Same key level holding. And then, boom. Stop loss, safety first. Pull back. It was another SMT right in here. It was an SMT in these little candles, and it was one right here. And look at it. IFEG. Out of there. You don't wait for macros to re-enter. It depends. Yeah, yes, usually I would like to, but it's not a re-enter if you wait a whole hour to go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wait, like let's say I try to do this at 950 macro, a re-entry gotta be in that like same. I mean, sometimes price will sit on the same key level like it did here because I tried to enter at 950 and then I had to wait so basically like 1050, but I'm entering the same trade idea. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm re-entering the same trade idea. More than likely is it's not gonna be this slow and it's gonna be SMT in here and then your trade right then it's gonna work for you. But sometimes you will have to wait longer and then boom. But it's the same scenario. Especially let's say you go at like 940, 942 and then this happened because it usually happen when you go like a little bit early. Let's say you go like 938, 942 and then this happened. Then at 950 it's still there. For sure, your ass better be back in the trade. SMT, IFG, your ass got to get back in if it's still in the macro. If it's still in that macro window, it's non-negotiable unless you didn't just blow your account already because you risk too much. Then it's like you got to chill out. But like you at least need to be able to tape read it to see the reentry. And that just take practice, y'all. Go through y'all losses and then go back through the charts and see was it SMT with an IFG. So let's look at ES. This is Friday, October 24th. Let's go look and see what the hell is going on. Friday, October 24th. All right, this is the same random key level here, I think. I use the IFG to enter again. Only it has to be SMT, bro. They gotta go together. SMT, I don't need it. I don't need SMT. I want to make this very, very clear. I do not need SMT for the champagne model. I don't need standard deviation for the champagne model. Those are extra confluences that will increase the probabilities hella. When I say A plus 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 plus, that means they got all that in it. But for a re-entry, I for sure need SMT with IFEG. I'll take it sometime if it don't got SMT, but I promise you, I already know the probabilities are lower. But if it got SMT with IFEG, very clutch. All right, so let's see. I don't think this low got taken here. 931. Why do they gotta do the charts like that? Hell no, this low did not get taken. What about this low? 1031. 1031 for sure got taken. Gotta make sure they have no. All right, so let's look in here. 9:51, 11 o'clock. 9:51 got taken on ES, and then 11. Why did they keep doing that? 11:05. 11. 11 got taken. Boom. There's your SMT right there. You see it? I fucking knew it. See, I didn't even have to fucking. I knew it. You just start knowing where it's most likely to be. Look at this. 11 a.m. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. 11 a.m. low did not get taken on ES. Let's go to NAS. I marked this before I looked at it. Y'all seen it. 11 a.m. low did get taken on NAS. So there's the SMT. All right, we can get rid of all this. You can also like look back for like session SMT like on bigger time frame if you want, but like there's the SMT. Y'all see, I did not have to look at it. I did not know. I just guessed that that's most likely where it would be because we're in a key level and the re-entry was there. Yeah, everybody see how that worked? I already expected one to be down there. It's there. I swear to God, I never looked at this before class. And then we got the IFEG, which happens to be a perfect breakaway gap. Let me zoom in. Y'all see this? A gap with a swing in it, right? It's a breakaway gap. The first IFEG, because there's no IFEGs down in here. And what else we got? We got an order block right there, right? Coincidence or no? What y'all think? All right. These three down close candles here. It's broken. That becomes a bullish order block. What time is this at? This is at 11:11. Make a fucking wish. All right. 10:50 macro ends at 11:10. Y'all know me. 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after. Window. That's still a good play. That's still a macro. And you look at the drawdown you get. Where's it at? There's no drawdown. And it goes to your target. This is exactly how, honestly, this is how I have a lot of green days, bro. This right here is key. Still in that same key level. Daily candle or 4-hour candle, whichever profile I'm using, still in my favor. SMT, IFEG. Y'all just seen it. Exactly like that. That's how I do it. Exactly like that. I ain't even trade this because on Friday, I didn't even trade. So this is my first time looking at this price action. But that's how I do it. Every single time, bro. IFEG, SMT. They have to both be there together. Because if you try to just like go off of any IFEG and the SMT not there, sometimes it will still work. I say like maybe 60% of the time it still work. But with this IFEG and SMT, I say it's like 90%. That's gonna do exactly what it did right here. Exactly what it did. Same thing. Like let's say you was trying to hold up higher for some reason. Let's say you had a standard deviation, and let's say price pulled back and took you out. Okay, well look, is there SMT? Just look for it. Like if you know you still probably going higher. Okay, was there SMT here? Right? Was there SMT here? Is there SMT here? Okay, if it is, then start looking for the IFEG. We're it's a little fair value gap there. Okay, maybe you do something like that. Let's see if it's worth it. Is it worth it to get to that high? 16 points to win 26. What y'all think? Right? Say your high up here somewhere. 16 points to win 44. What y'all think? Right? Here. Let's say you missed it the first time because you was too scared to press a button. There you go. You got multiple opportunities. Even more. Blessings in abundance. Still off the same SMT. Let's just see if it's SMT here for shits and giggles. 11:45 Friday. NQ took the low. 11:45 Friday. You don't say. You don't say. 11:45 Friday. Is there an IFG there? Of course it is. It's 12 o'clock. What is that? 11:50 macro. Since it's a macro every hour, apparently. Stop loss underneath. Risking 3 points to win five. Pretty solid. Not the best, but shit. I'm sure, like, let's say you lost and, I'm sure if I had to look, I'm sure if there's an IFEG somewhere, it's probably, bro, I might be one of the best IFEG traders that ever did this shit, bro. I'm better than all the other better IFEG. I'm better than all the other IFEG traders. Because they don't even be seeing the IFEGs I be seeing. I ain't even gonna hold you. It could be SMT there. It could be SMT there. Anywhere. Way better than him. What's the win rate for the challenge model? What's the challenge model? The champagne model? Probably like 200%, I'll say. If I had to guess, probably like 200, 300%. No, I'm just playing. It's up there though, for sure. I mean, if you hear it, obviously it's because you see me do what I do. So you see it. It is what you see for sure. There ain't nothing hidden. Ain't nothing behind the scenes. Like the same thing you see here or on my social media is the same thing that everybody see. So it's that. More days than not, I'm putting belt to ass. And it ain't just me. The guys in the group and the ladies in the group, they do it as well. But there are other things that go into it because I can put a golden gun in your hand, but if you never shot a pistol before, you probably shoot yourself in the foot. So there's definitely more that goes into it for sure. But yeah, I hope everybody was able to get an understanding today on how I re-enter these trades because I feel like this is gonna be key for y'all. I feel like y'all need to get right on TradingView and do some back testing. Go look at your losses. Well, this is what I would do if I was y'all. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I would go look at my losses for the week, and then I would go back to that area on the chart just like I did today, and I would look for IFEGs and I would look for SMT if you're doing indices. And then I would look to see if there was a way you could have re-entered. So next time you get in that scenario, you can start peeping game on that and picking up on it. This is huge, y'all. I promise you. It's gonna make you more I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna do. It's gonna make you more confident when you trade it because now if you lose, like for me personally, I know if I take a loss, I got this system in my back pocket, this re-entry system. So I know, like, especially if it ain't really, if I ain't, I really, none of us really be wrong on direction like that. So that's a good thing because a lot of people they don't know which way we're going on a higher time frame. We don't really have that issue. We just have a timing issue. Like sometimes we get stop hunting and stuff like that. So this will for sure give you more confidence to push a button because now you're not gonna be scared if you lost. You know, if anything, you can get back in. But you got to be on top of your risk management, or this will not work. If you blow your account or get 90% of the way towards your daily loss limit on your first trade, this not gonna help you. Well, it'll help chop it down for sure, but it's still no. You got to still be on top of your risk management. All right, so I took a loss on this. So I'm gonna be showing you how I re-enter my trades. There's an IFEG right here. And I'm gonna look for SMT. All right, so there's actually SMT right here on 850 low, right there. So this is where I will look to enter my trades. We IFEG, we pull back down So 1140. So we load a macro. I will go long here off of this fair value gap. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking for these two down close candles to become a bullish order block like that. I'm predicting it ahead of time. So by the time it gets there, I already know what I'm looking for. There we go. Come on. Make that an order block for me. I had to go eat, but y'all see this is how you re-enter a trade. It's beautiful right now, up 2 bands. So just to reiterate, is the SMT with the IFEG. Whenever you lose a trade and we still in the same key level, see the 15-minute fair value gap? You got to go SMT with the IFEG. And let's see if we complete the mission. I'm looking to get all out at that buy side liquidity right there. Amazing. All right, y'all, here's the order block right here. Watch the reaction off of it. That sends it up to the TP. This is a lot of experience. This is a lot of confidence. This is a lot of self-belief and security. A lot of hard work, bro. Y'all see, like, I be having price on a string. Even when I lose, I'm able to recover. I lost on 1R, and look at the RR that I'm making right now because I have certain models in place that I will use when we have certain types of price action or when the trade fails. This is amazing though. If you look right here, hold on, let me see. Right here, we got a lot of accumulation and then manipulation down with the Judas swing and then a market structure shift up for the distribution. Amazing. Amazing. We're going for this buy side liquidity up here. All right, here it goes. Come on, Nas. Don't do that. There you go. See this wick? right here. See how price went down, bounced off of it? That's what you want to see. All right, we got to retest back to that order block. That's not really what I want to see, but as long as it holds, I'll be confident to stay in this trade. I want to see this candle get engulfed. At the absolute worst, I want to see this candle stay on top of this order block, create a little fair value gap here, then get IFEG for the finish. Come on, Nas. All right, so we got the mini IFEG right here. So I want to see this order block blast price through it. I don't want to see this pullback right now. Did we take this high? Yeah, we took this high, and now we're reversing a little bit, but I still think we go a little bit higher. Come on, now let's finish strong, bro. There we go. Come on, Nas. This was a banger. That's how you re-enter your trades, man, using the champagne model. You got all them other models and stuff like that. I don't know how y'all get down to how y'all re-enter, but if you're trading my model, the champagne model, this is how you do it. This is how you re-enter. And if you have this system, you'll be confident. Even when you lose, you'll still be confident because you know you have a system that allows you to get back in if the confluences are there. Come on, Nas. What are we doing? Finish strong. Realistically, this was a perfect TP right over this high. But I'm going for this high. Come on, Nas. We still in the order block. Watch the halfway point. Let's see. It's not a good look, Nas. On these slower days, you will get this type of price action where it pulls back like this before the target. Engineering equal highs, but let's go. Come on, Nas. ES look like it want to go higher. YM look like it want to go higher. All right, now if we get this IFEG, now I should definitely go for the target. That's nice. Y'all see the halfway point of the order block holding? It's also a small volume imbalance there. Watch this. If it closes through that red Sibby, watch this. Come on, Nas. Also, let me check if it's SMT right there. Okay. No SMT right there. Look at how nice that order block is holding. Come on, Nas. Blast through this, and we headed to the final destination. Trying to full pull it too. No partials. It's very slow though. I'm gonna go ahead and use proper etiquette and put the stop loss in profit. All right, that's not a good look. It's making me want to close it. If we get a rejection off of this halfway point, maybe I'll hold it, but it's making me honestly just want to close it to secure my bag since I didn't take partials. Now it's doing a lot right now, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still trying to respect this order block. It's fighting for its life between the order block and the SIBI. There's another SIBI right here. You just need one IFEG in a situation like this. Like this one right here would work perfectly if it actually happens. This. But that's not a good look. All right. Right now, since we ran this high, you can see us having like a lot of accumulation. I still think it goes higher, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know if I'll actually hold this, to be honest. Let's see. I'll give it a few more minutes. The 15-minute chart is actually on a breaker right now. So let's see. I'm gonna highlight the breaker on my phone so you can see it on the chart. It's right there. That's the bullish breaker. On the 15-minute chart, you see it right there. So if the Nas respects that, give me a couple IFEGs. We should go to the final destination. Let's go. I need that to become an IFEG. That's nice. That's nice. Come on, Nas. Hey, try it. Need one more. Get through there. Get through there. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. I'm gonna show y'all that there's levels to this shit. Come on, Nas. I'm gonna show y'all there's levels to this shit, bro. A lot of people be acting like they know what they doing, but I promise you it ain't this. All right, we got through one IFEG. That should be enough to send it. Let me see, is there SMT? 12:15 and 12:05. All right, so that's two IFEGs. Come on, this should go. 12:15, 12:05. All right, so here's SMT right here, and this should finish it off. There's SMT on this low. ES took that low, but Nas did not. That is the 12:04 low. That's so nice. All right, so on that same low that Nas did not take, you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, ES did take the low. Nas didn't take it, and we got IFEG, so this should send it to TP. Let's go. This is why I be confident in talking the way I talk, because I really put in so many years and years and years of work to read this market. When people be like, I don't want to sit through ICT's rants, I don't want to back test, I don't want to look through my charts every day. Bro, this is the stuff that I was addicted to. I was addicted to listening to ICT's rants. I was addicted to back testing, addicted to looking at what happened each session. And this is the result of it. Literally price on a string from the jump. $2,500. Come on, Nas. Amazing. Amazing. This order block did work. All right, now it's finish strong. Usain Bolt, put your head through the finish line. And there it is, y'all. TP smacked. Damn, that was a good ass trade. I hope y'all were able to see how I re-enter my trades. I hope y'all were able to get some value from this video. And just to run it back real quick before I hop off, this 15-minute gap down here, I tried to enter off of, tried to go long. I ended up sitting in some chop, took a loss on a 1 hour loss. And then y'all can see I use the same entry technique that I always use, which is if price is in the same key level I try to enter on, and we have bullish SMT, which we did down here with ES, then I'll wait for an IFEG. There's one there, and there's one here, and then I get back in, boom, and then yeah, I target my original target or some buy side liquidity, in this case, close to it. So that's all I got for this video. Until the next one, out.